believe, then where is Elijah? Because he has not come, Christ has not come. It was as simple as that. When this matter was referred to Jesus Christ, he did not point bodily to John the Baptist because he was already dead by that time, but mentally pointing at him, he said, he was the Elijah who was predicted to descend from heaven. Believe it or not. What a profound message he gave. What a universal understanding of the same problem he disclosed. And this is exactly the Ahmadiyya attitude. We believe that those people who are reported to have ascended bodily to heaven, including Christ, peace be upon him, never ascended bodily to heaven, but they returned to their Lord. This was the meaning of their ascent. As against the allegations that they were earthly people and they would not return to their Lord. And their return also was spiritual return, a return of the message, a return of the style and attitude to the problems of life. So we believe that when Jesus Christ himself promised a return to the earth, that is exactly what he had in mind, what he disclosed regarding the return of Elijah. And as such, we believe that the founder of the Ahmadiyya community has come as the fulfillment of that prophecy. Now, because this prophecy is metaphorically fulfilled, you still have to find similarities. Of course, he is not the same person. But how could he be called Christ if he has no similarity with Christ? So study Ahmadiyya movement in the light of this statement, and then you will find that in all important things, our attitude is similar to the behavior of the Muslims as against the Christians' attitude, in relation to the Christian attitude against the Jewish attitude. So put them in that bracket, Christian versus the Jews, Ahmadis versus the Orthodox Muslims, and the riddle will be solved. Our preaching would be the same as the preaching of early Christians. Is that right? Thank you. That I have already said. As the Christians have organized it, so we have done.
In view of adverse effects of Salman Rushdie affair and other world affairs in Islamic world, why Ahmadiyya did not state their views in the popular press and on radio, television, and so on, so public would more understand the stand and aims of Ahmadiyya?
You see, when this issue was hot, and red hot I should say, I appeared on many press interviews, widely attended, radio, television and press in England, in European countries, and always I projected the Ahmadiyya viewpoint very clearly. But none was reported, because they did not want it to be reported to the public. It will clarify the image of Islam. That is in which they were not interested. The press, radio, television was entirely devoted to such publicity as would add to the damage of image of Islam rather than to redress the damage. For instance, my answer in brief has always been, I have been speaking at length of course, but in brief my answer has been that Islam strongly condemns all efforts to abuse others, particularly the Holy Prophet, but does not condemn them to death. That is in essence the Islamic attitude. Condemnation, all right, but not condemnation to death. This attitude was not reported. Those who, like Siddiqui here and many other violent spokesmen of Islam, were given large coverage both on television, radio, and press. So this is not my fault that this has not happened.